positive, something that's uplifting people, empowering people. Let's talk over the intro. Welcome back to another episode of The Least Favored. I'm your girl, Natalie. And we have the guys back again. We have Franjez. We got Angel. We got Tasha back.
Tasha back.
I love that thing.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I wanted to start. This episode's gonna come out around closer to Christmas time. So I wanted to start with a random topic, and instead of the bowl, I already have it. What are your favorite Christmas movies?
Do you have any? God, A Christmas Story.
Give me top three.
Christmas Story.
Christmas Story. Home Alone. Which one?
The first.
Oh, I'm the
first
second.
and the second. Yeah,
I love the second one. And I like The Grinch. How The Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. That's like my favorite. That's my favorite. That's probably like my all-time.
Jim Carrey's a genius.
Jim Carrey is. I think I'd say Home Alone, Grinch, and I love Elf. I love Elf so much.
I've actually never seen Elf.
What?
Swear to God.
Yo.
I'm gonna watch it this Christmas.
Why
Wolf
isn't
Ferrell
that
is
good?
different to me,
I don't know.
bro.
I feel
Elf
like
is
it's a
my
Christmas thing.
favorite Christmas movie
That's
of
the
all
one with,
time.
That's a
Ferrell?
bold statement.
Yes.
Yeah, Will Ferrell's.
It's
you guys
incredible.
like Will Ferrell? Like, let's talk
I
about
love
it.
No, I love
Yeah,
Will Ferrell.
I could talk about him this whole episode.
Yo,
He's my favorite.
I don't think anybody has ever consistently made me laugh so much like him. Like
Really?
I've never
One of
seen
a
a
kind.
movie of his that I don't find
He
hilarious.
is
I
one of a
like his
kind.
movies, but I don't know if I feel that. Yeah, I don't know if I feel that about him.
Well, I feel that about his acting is what I'm saying. His movies, his acting, yeah. I don't know the dude personally.
But I like the movie.
Yo, tú no pasa la hookah.
Sorry.
Not that you have to. I made an observation.
Like, I just got this.
Here.
Thanks.
Oh, we can do that. We can actually do that
We
switch.
can.
Sorry.
You can totally do that.
What was I gonna say? Oh, going back to Jim Carrey. Have you seen his like motivational speeches on YouTube?
Yes.
They are amazing. Have you seen
his
them?
college
No.
speeches?
Oh my God.
Amazing. You seen his paintings?
No.
There was this one college speech. I don't know what college it was, but at the end of the speech, he's like, "Oh, this is the painting I donated you guys." It was huge. It was like maybe 20 feet tall or something. It was huge. Probably taller.
Mm-hmm.
It was huge.
He's amazing.
He's
like,
a very interesting person.
have you heard his speeches on YouTube?
I've heard his speeches. I've seen interviews and him talk about like what depression is like and how you're playing a character and stuff like that. And I just think he's such an insightful man.
Yes.
Like he has a lot to say.
He talks about the media. He talks about mental health.
I feel like he's at a point
everything.
where like I want to be.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. I wanted to get into some of the weird, quote unquote, weird traditions that are like Christmas traditions around the world real quick. So there's one in Austria that says on the night of December 5th, they have something called Krampus, and he's a demonic creature. And they tell the children that he roams the streets in order to punish them for misbehaving. And that's their version of Santa Claus. So it's completely different than our Santa Claus that we have here.
That's wild.
In Iceland, they have the Yule cat. And that's basically, it's a big cat that they have that's known for devouring anyone who hasn't received new clothes before Christmas Eve.
What?
That's so weird. Like,
That's wild.
what the hell?
You know those kids want clothes. You know how we used to complain like, please get me a shirt.
Yeah, exactly, right? The weirdest one that I read was in Spain, they have something called the Gaga Dio. What do you think that means?
Well, it literally says caga Dio. I hear shit in there.
Shit
And
on
then
God.
God,
Like,
So it's something
Que Dio
translates
mierda.
to the poop log, which means it's a hollow log with a painted face and legs. From December 8th to Christmas Eve, children feed the log, and on Christmas Day, they beat it with sticks to make it defecate. Small gifts and candles. Like, that's so weird.
So
wait.
give shit like caga Dio.
Literally.
They get something that looks like a mahone,
Basically.
and they what?
They stuff it with things. So I guess like presents and
For
shit.
our non-Spanish speakers, what mojón is like
A turd.
big
A
turd.
turd.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
right.
a turd.
So if anybody ever calls you a mojón, feel offended.
Right. Right. All right. And then they have the Giant Lantern Festival in the Philippines. So it has a lot of lit lanterns. And that's pretty much it. That's normal. Okay, so just lit
Yeah, that's fine.
lanterns and they have
Caga
it
Dio
lit
is
up.
wild.
Yeah, that's
Oh my God, Anthony might appreciate this one. The Kentucky Fried Christmas Dinner in Japan. Thanks
What
to
does
a
she even mean?
successful. Because you like fried chicken. What the hell? Yeah, they just enjoy a Christmas meal from KFC. Okay, so those weren't that bad. I think the weirdest one was the Gaga one. And
Yeah.
I like the Kentucky Fried Chicken. That shit is dope. Like, because we're so used to eating a specific thing in Christmas. Fried chicken would be fucking dope.
What do you eat on Christmas?
What? Right. What do you eat on Christmas?
Come on, Benny. Come on. Look
Literally.
at this guy.
No, but what else? People do different sides.
Sometimes, no, you do your rice, you do perlin, ensalada de papa, you do all the
Yeah, I
other
do
basics.
ensalada de
Pretty
papa.
much similar to what you do on Thanksgiving. So, now for New
The
Year's, I don't know
difference
if
is
you do
the
this.
turkey.
No
New
turkey.
Year's Eve. No, sometimes my mom tried turkey once. I told her never again, Mom. I appreciate it though.
Oh shit.
For New Year's Eve, I'm told that a lot of people don't do this, but for me, it's very customary. We always have sancocho on New Year's Eve.
Oh,
My
don't know
mom
why.
does that
That's
too.
very
Yeah.
Dominican.
I love that shit.
nice.
What?
Sancocho is pretty much a
You don't like sancocho?
stew, like a soup of what?
But it's
That
sancocho.
sancocho is like the king of soup.
But I don't consider sancocho soup. Like it's soup.
Neither do I. But,
But
if
it's not
you
soup.
read the menus and you know the English part, they're like it's more like a stew. So like
Right.
like
Yeah.
a Spanish stew.
Yeah.
It has like potatoes, plátanos.
Corn.
You can have beef. You got pork. They even put like longaniza in it. That was new. I
The
didn't.
longaniza,
Yeah, I never had that one.
Yes,
I had
yes,
it
yes.
once. He was like, "Yeah, there's longaniza." I said, "What the fuck is
That's
this?" But then I tried to be.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They put corn in it, carrots.
Everything.
Yeah.
And the way I don't know about you, do you have rice with your soup?
Of course, yes.
But I put so much rice it becomes like a asopao.
Sometimes I put. Yeah, I know. Me too. Sometimes I just get a bowl of rice
Right.
and then I put whatever I like
Same.
from the sancocho on there.
Same.
So it's like an asopao.
And I need an aguacate.
You can't have an
Must.
avocado. Yeah, if you
You
don't have
must.
it,
You
fine.
must
But
have the avo.
You have to.
you
Like,
Can I just ask you a question?
Yes.
As all Spanish people,
all right.
True.
why don't Spanish people know what like vegetable sides are? Besides the avocado.
Because there are no-
avocado and a salad ain't a fucking vegetable side.
There are no vegetable sides.
We don't
Next
do
question,
vegetable.
Anthony.
We got beans.
No, we don't.
Beans.
Right.
Oh,
But
yeah,
that's true.
Beans. But
When
beans we don't even consider. You know, we consider beans kind of like a dressing. Like you gonna have rice with no beans. They'll
Right.
look at you crazy.
you need
So
something.
it's
It's
like
rice
avocado.
dressing.
Avocado. I'm pretty sure we have shrines for avocado. Like we're literally like, yo, good avocado.
That's
you
our
put
word,
one
and
up the
that's
other
not even
day,
a
and I was
vegetable,
like,
that's
that's
a
a
fruit.
beautiful avocado.
Oh, I eat it all the time.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
segue into, are you a person that likes the beans to touch your rice or can't touch it? There's people that
I
are
like it
really
on top.
funny with
I
that.
don't mind.
I need
Either
it on
way.
top of the rice.
Go crazy.
All right.
I know there's people that
I'm eating it
their
right now,
beans
go
cannot
crazy.
touch their rice, so they won't want
So
it.
how do they eat it together? They do the scoop like when you know what I mean?
They have to
Yeah.
have it separate.
I don't like that.
We don't like to
that's
In
just
the
just
restaurant,
a,
they serve it like that.
that's just
too.
a mental thing, you know.
Yeah,
It
but you
has
can
to
put-
be.
it's a mental
100%
thing,
it is.
Yeah.
So people don't like the
because
food
like,
touching.
what?
I'm like, what?
No, certain things should like okay. So when you do a plate on Christmas or Thanksgiving, I'm very particular about the order, like the
Of course you are,
organization
Natalie.
of
It does
it.
not surprise me.
I don't care. So the
No
pernil
judging.
needs to touch the potato salad. Like that needs to go together. And then it has to be the arroz con gandules.
It needs to touch the
No,
potato
it need,
salad.
like the potato salad needs to be next to the pernil on my plate. Obligado.
Disrespectful.
If you're
Oh my
Natalie's
God.
partner and you're
Like
watching,
That's
side by
disrespectful.
side.
good luck.
Side by side. Is that weird?
Do you like
No,
the
it's not
potato salad?
weird.
Do you like the potato salad cold? Refrigerator
Yes,
cold?
Yeah.
Refrigerator
So,
cold.
so the reason I would never do that because I don't want my hot pork getting cold.
That's what?
So I keep
I can
that
get
away.
that.
I keep that
that's
away.
More
I
normal,
keep that
that's more
away.
normal than your shit.
No.
But have you ever
I put
The
it to the
flavor.
right side.
the salty.
Have you
I
ever
put that shit on the
had a
pork.
leftover plate, which I've done this, of course, and you're like, you want to heat it up,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of papa there, and you're
Yes.
like, fuck it, and you
No,
heat
I
everything
always
up.
take out the
Never in my
potato
life, you
salad.
I have.
disgusting man. You
Fuck
do
you!
that?
I just backed you.
You warm up the potato
I have
salad?
before.
Yeah,
I
like-
don't care. We're the least favorite for a
Disgusting.
reason. I don't give a shit.
I don't
I'm
consume
me.
mayonnaise, but you warm up mayonnaise?
You don't even
Right.
consume mayonnaise. Who are you to talk?
He has a point.
I knew you were suspicious.
No, that's weird.
I see the way Francesca is looking at me is the same way that my ex girlfriend used to look at me. And we didn't
Okay,
work
I
out.
want to get into the first
Damn,
topic.
bro.
Let's transition. I want to get into the first topic. So we're going to Florida with this topic. It's always some weird shit in Florida. Always. Like,
Yo, that ass
y'all own
Yo.
country.
What's wrong with y'all?
So,
planet at this point. 'Cause they weird.
so this article
Alright,
is, it says, Florida woman pokes boyfriend's eye with rabies needles for looking at other women.
What?
Because why?
So, Deja Monet is the writer of this. A woman was arrested after she allegedly stabbed her boyfriend in the eye with 2 rabies needles this past weekend. And police say it was because he was looking at other women. Sandra Jimenez, 44, was arrested Saturday after Miami authorities said she got into an argument with her boyfriend, Miguel. According to Fab, officers were called to the hospital where they spoke to Miguel, and he explained that he had an ongoing argument. So this was an ongoing argument about him looking at other women that went left entirely. After he went to lie down on the couch, his girlfriend jumped on top of him with 2 rabies needles that were for their dogs and stabbed his right eyelid. Moments later, she left the home realizing what she'd done, and I guess she fell asleep in her car. Like, she didn't want to go back into the apartment. So she told the police that the injuries were self-inflicted. So she said he did it to himself. Okay. Thoughts, reactions.
Take
Go.
this first. You go. You got this because
Go.
I need a minute.
I don't know why you threw it on me.
I need a minute. That's why. Because I know you're gonna say some shit.
This was a lot.
That was a lot.
This was a lot.
All right, I guess I'll go first.
Yeah.
That's a disgustingly toxic relationship. It went too far. They should have broke up probably years before this. It's just a disgusting physical relationship. Violent physical.
That's wild.
It's ridiculous.
Okay.
I
So
don't like it.
where I wanted to go with this is like, okay, accountability on both ends. But I feel like I'm going to give it more to
Natalie.
women. No, I'm going to give it more to women here. Let me explain.
Giving you a chance.
So I feel like for the women, right? And this is our fault because I really was thinking about this. You know how they always say like women allow men to be like the way they are now. So like if there's low quality men or if there's men who aren't courting you, being romantic, treating you with respect, it's because you've allowed it. Every time the man shows up giving the bare minimum and you give him pussy, because essentially that's what he wants. So it's like, we have allowed so much shit. And so my point here with this is like, she needs to be held accountable because if you had to constantly tell somebody, this makes me uncomfortable, don't do it. And you're constantly telling them and they keep doing it. And you know, deep down, you're not comfortable. Why are you resorting to stabbing him in the eyelid? Like, leave. And that's the problem with women. They don't fucking leave. They continue to stay with men who trigger them, who disrespect them. They deal with it. He shows up again, giving you the bare minimum. All sometimes he has to do is go missing for a few days. He calls you and you're already jumping right back on his dick. Like we don't hold men to a standard. And that's why the quality of men suck right now. Like, honestly, they really do. And all of us women who are high quality, we feel like we're good. We show up. We're family oriented. We're God fearing. We work out. We make our own money. We own our own homes. We can't find good quality men, but it's like, why? Like, really think about the role that we have played throughout all these years. And I feel like a lot of women, they stay in relationships that they have no business being in when they're that fucking triggered all the time. Why are you with someone who's constantly triggering you?
Absolutely.
Like, am I bugging?
You know, it goes both ways. You're 100% right when you're talking for women.
Yes.
But for men, same exact shit. We know plenty of guys that stay in toxic relationships. They have their reasons. You know, I usually say it's the sex that holds people in.
That's what we were talking about earlier.
Yo, because I promise you, you remove sex out of any relationship where sex existed, that relationship is ending.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to episode 132 of Franchise's
Not for
campaign.
real.
Stop having sex,
Stop
people.
fucking.
Not us,
So if
but
that couple, for example, stopped fucking months before that, nobody's eyes would have got stabbed. They would have been broke up.
Mm. Oh, really?
Of course.
let me know when y'all ready for me because this is wild on
No, go
different
ahead.
chords. Number one, you shouldn't be stabbing anybody in the eyes with
Zero.
anything ever.
Thank you.
Definitely not rabies shots. I definitely believe, and maybe I'm wrong, but there is some type, to some degree, some level of mental illness in that woman's mind.
Absolutely.
Granted, no woman, no person should allow disrespect. If you don't like something and your partner keeps doing it, you're in the wrong place. No ifs, ands, or buts. Now, granted, if you don't like something, your partner's doing it, and you vocalize that, you're in the wrong place. I'm sorry.
Vocalize it multiple times.
Multiple times is
That's a
even
problem.
worse.
Yeah, that's an issue.
But I've reached the point where I vocalize. I tell you once, I give you a second shot. That's it. But that's wild of her. You never get physical, especially when the other person hasn't even gotten physical with you. And it's like you can, honestly, people don't think about this, but it's like you're a human being. You can find other people attractive. As long as you always respect the way Natalie looked at me right now.
No,
As long
I'm
as
listening. I'm
you're
listening.
always respectful and stuff, but like you're human. Now you're not gonna be like, if you're a dude, you're not gonna be like, damn, babe, she got a fat ass, this and that. Some couples are cool with
And
that.
those people are for each other.
Right, and that's great, but like, there's a level of respect that you have to understand that you can determine that someone is attractive. You can even tell your partner, depending on how and if you have that relationship, but you definitely shouldn't be like ODing. Like, you're not gonna be like, I'd fuck. Again, there's couples who do it. So at the end of the day, it's whatever you can tolerate. So wherever your level of tolerance goes, if you vocalize that with your partner, that's on you. Me personally, I feel like there should be a level of respect.
Like piggybacking on that, I feel like with men too, and this is where the accountability comes for y'all, because it's like, you be in relationships and this is the girl that you love, right? Like, you want to, like, let's say you're taking her seriously, of course. This is the woman that you want to build a life with. And she voices that something is uncomfortable for her. it may not be a big deal to you. Like you may feel like, oh, she's being insecure, she's bugging, I'm not doing that. But it's like, then either don't be with her if she's too insecure and you don't want her telling you
True.
things that make you uncomfortable. Or if it's really not that serious, then why can't you just stop? You know, like if it's not that serious that you need to like look at a girl every time, just stop. Or at least stop while you're with her. Like have at least that type of respect that if you're with your girl, you're not looking at other women while she's there and she's voicing that she's uncomfortable. It's like, obviously if she's not around and you want to look. I'm sure a lot of men do that. When they're not around their girls, they look. No, I'm sure a lot of men do that, but it's like you can't. And even like, I mean, I wanted to stay off the social media, but like that goes back into like the liking pictures of other girls too. It's just social media.
Don't
It's
take
not a
me
big
there. Hold
deal.
on.
No. It's just social media is not a big deal. Okay, so then stop or like slow it down. You
Also
don't
true.
need to be
Also
under
true.
the likes of every fucking girl in a
But
relationship.
sometimes it
And
don't
I can
be like
see it.
that.
Right, and you can see it.
Sometimes it don't be like that. Like it's like the majority of my followers, if I follow you, I fuck with you. You know, I appreciate you. If you take a nice picture, sometimes I'm not seeing it that way. You look good. So let's say, okay, we're dating, right? And you're like, yo, you was one of this girl's pictures. I just like the picture, just like I like Francesa's picture, just like I like this picture,
Yeah.
whatever the case is.
Sounds
Like,
good.
because I'm like,
Sounds good.
Yo, for real, where you
Yeah.
getting
Try
at?
again.
what?
You just liking girls' pictures? A girl in a bikini?
Don't do this. No, well, you see, now if she in the bikini,
That's
you know,
the thing.
your shorty don't like it.
Oh,
You know,
that's what she's talking about.
Right. Yeah. But if you're like,
All
if it's just a
that,
girl
all
that,
that.
because
All of it.
you know, even if it could be a girl, bro, in the library, but if she look good, she gonna be like,
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you
Look.
like bitches who read?
Look.
That's what
Pick
you
up a
like?
book, man.
Because I can throw this fucking book at you right now.
And
You
that's
like
why I
bitches who
love
read?
you. I like bitches who read, but I love bitches who throw books. Like, you can't.
Situation where in the beginning of a relationship, early on, you and your girl send pictures of like women to each other or videos of
Como
each other.
así?
At first, they be like, "Oh, cool with that shit." Like, "Oh, I love looking at women too." And then later on down the line,
That's true too.
I do wanna
That's
answer
true.
that. Women
Good
be
point.
cool with mad shit at the beginning because they're trying to be like, I'm the cool girlfriend, until you're like, wait, I love this nigga. Stop.
Right.
Like, don't do this.
Mhm.
So it's like, be you. Like, men do it too. Men are Prince Charming at first. And then they're kind of like, okay, I'm here. So like I feel like men get lazy and women get
Men get lazy
like
and
your
women
fucking
get
boy.
crazy.
Men get lazy, women get crazy.
That's a good title for this episode, actually. I like
That is
that.
good.
Yo, Ant is the fuck. You guys can't see him, but
I like
he's the
that.
best.
All right. Do we have anything else to say on that?
Where
No.
did she get rabies needles?
They
Number
have
one.
dogs.
Yeah.
So
I'm,
Oh, you know what?
I'm
And I
been sitting
did-
here thinking about that.
I did want to touch on the comments of this post.
Please do.
Oh God,
Because-
that's the favorite part.
Because I was expecting, after I read this, I'm like, nah, she was bugging for that. But then when I click, so I'm thinking everybody's going to be on that same thing. Like, oh, she's crazy. How could she do that? Blah, blah.
As you should, sis. Right?
It was mostly women commenting. And they said, one of them said, can I bail her out? I get paid on Wednesday. Another one said, free her. Where did you get the needles?
Yo, friend.
Another one said, he didn't even see it coming. I bet it's because he was too busy looking at other bitches. Now look at you, blind and you got rabies. Like, everybody was applauding her.
That's
And I'm like, this is
sick.
toxic.
Yeah.
Is this what women are nowadays?
You know, all women want the best guy they can find,
Mhm.
the A guy that they can find, the closest to A. When they get that guy, every woman wants that guy. So it's tough. Now this is your guy, and I got to hold on to him forever.
You know what's
And
fucked
everybody
up, though?
wants him.
Whew.
Forever,
dope.
for the rest of his life,
I
they're
felt
gonna
that.
be throwing themselves at him.
That's
'Cause-
something that you have to
'cause
deal with.
This guy got a future. Women look at men's future. This guy's
Oh,
going
yeah.
somewhere.
Wait, so how do men look at women?
And vice versa,
What's
too.
the mirror
the
to that?
past, the past.
Yeah.
Mm.
Damn.
It's all about
Wait,
the past.
talk about it. Talk about it.
It's all about the past.
Franchise.
That's a fucking fat franchise.com. If y'all don't follow this man, please change
No,
your life.
talk about it.
Here's my thing.
Wait, hold on.
Talk
Hold it,
about
hold
it. I
He
like
fucking
Go,
killed me.
elaborate.
Yo, a man doesn't want a woman that's been through a lot. It's all about the past. It's
Be more
what you've
specific.
been through.
Been through a lot, like what?
Sex, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
It's sex mainly, but it's deeper than sex. It's even vacations. No man wants a woman that's traveled the world. No man wants the woman that's been through everything. We want a nice, clean woman that is pure, and we want to go
Pure.
into the
God.
sunset with them. That's the dream.
I'm glad you hit
It's
that
not
word.
reality,
That makes me sick.
but that is the
Sunset.
fucking
Men
dream.
and women fuck up. They both fuck up. And I'll tell you what.
Into the sunset with my little angel.
Are you guys on a horse?
Remember when you said
Y'all on a horse and this man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Throw a
remember
horse
Frances
in there.
with a fucking sun hat talking about like I'm happy. And his girl in the back.
No, it goes.
She's
with the
she'll
blonde
probably
hair
be
and
blonde
everything.
with him. You
She's
know,
I'm
gonna be
happy.
blonde.
they're two blondes.
She's gonna be blonde.
This is my thing with that. I remember you said a few episodes back that you want perfect and perfect doesn't exist. Right? So perfect does not exist. And the problem with women is that they want the A guy, which is not a thing. And even if he is a thing, he don't want you. He want the A girl. Right? And then men want a woman who's pure and perfect. What the fuck have you done, bro? Like, if you want to step in a place where nobody can talk about your girl and you're like, I'm proud to have her, make sure that you're that nigga that is also,
Of course, yeah.
like, you're like, yo, I hold myself to a standard. I don't, like, you can't be like, yo, Angels had all the women in here. Like, if I walk into a place, I could name 3 or 4 or 5 that Angel has thrown. You know what I mean? Women don't want that. Women want to be like, okay, yes, have your experience. I don't mind a past so long as, but it is important. Like, if you was wilding, I'm gonna be like, yeah, honey, damn, you did this and this and that. And then,
They could look
and
past
then,
it.
and then you say hello to the DJ, a little too friendly. It drives me crazy. No, but it's like, you have to be prepared and ready for what you ask and pray for.
Yes.
So if you want an A guy and you come
Absolutely.
over here, you're gonna be jealous. You're gonna be this. You have stuff that you have to work on. It's not gonna work because the A guy is already done. He's the A guy. You know what I mean? He keeps up with himself. He's working on his future. He's doing what he has to do. So what are you doing in order to attract the A guy? Now, let's say that you want the perfect girl, the pure girl. How pure are you? Where are your standards? What are you doing to attract a woman like that? And once you do get a woman like that, understand that every other nigga wants a woman like that, and vice versa. So you have to be comfortable with understanding, like, you're a girl. It's, yo, my man is handsome. My man's doing his thing. My man's trying to. He has motion. He looks good. He carries himself well. If you're a man, yo, my shorty look good. She doesn't disrespect me, but she look good. Every nigga's gonna want her, bro. Even if you don't want her, you gonna look that way, and you're gonna be like, if she wink at me one time. Because that's how we think, you know, like as good of a dude as you can be. You know, if a girl throws it your way, you might be like, a woman too. As like, the thing is, if you want, again, that A guy, be prepared to handle that A guy. And usually that A guy might be a kind person, might be a little friendly, might know people. Got to deal with that shit.
A guy out here fucking. Go ahead, bro.
Yes, he is.
That's a bad
So, you know, accountability is a podcast word.
Yes.
There's another word for this. Access. No one wants someone that they feel has other people have access to.
That's also true.
Mm.
So that's like, too many people in this place that I've had access to or have access to you, why do I want you?
Exclusivity.
You know what I'm saying?
An A guy is not easily accessible. The perfect girl is not easily accessible. You can get people, and let's not front. If you're a girl and you know that a guy can get girls, not that he's always been around or not that whatever the case, but you know that he's capable of getting women, it attracts you.
Hell yeah, it does.
If you're a man and you know, like, yo,
Yes,
my
it
shorty
does.
can get, like, she hasn't done.
Because I don't want my man to be like the
Yeah.
bum that nobody wants.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody finds you
See?
attractive.
Shout out to George because he be saying that. But
It's
even
true.
men, like, you, te gusta tu mujer que gusten. Like, you, in the sense where it's like, yo, guys are looking at her. She looks good. Like, people want to be around her, stuff like that. Now, you don't want her to be easily accessible to
Right.
everyone, but you want her to be desired. Just like women, they want the men to be desired because when you find a person who's desirable, you're like, damn. And you get it. Like, you get it. If you're with the person, you're like, of course I get it. I'm here for a reason.
Mhm.
But some people forget
Have you
about
guys
these
been
things.
in that situation?
For sure.
You know, I hate the idea about all the looks and shit.
Okay.
To me, the ideal person is an amazing person where nobody even knows how amazing this person is. When you're out here flossing it and it's physical, that shit don't even attract me no
But
more.
it doesn't just have to be physical.
But like, what
But
if
that's what
like,
we're really talking about right
Yeah.
now.
so you're just talking about the physical, not that they're an
Yeah.
amazing person because of their personality.
That's what I mean.
That's what you
That's
mean.
what I prefer.
But like, what
In
if
terms of that,
that person, like, what if you fall in love with a girl and like she's out there with her personality? Because like for me, for example, like I do podcasting, I do pop-up shop events, so I am out there and I do have to talk to a lot of people. So is that like a turn off? You know what I mean? Like if you
Not
mess
a
with a girl
turn
like that,
off, but it's tough because, like he was saying, the access. Everybody has access to you, and it's tough when the world has access to you.
Now I
It's
ask,
scary, but that comes from a trust issues place.
I ask you this because you have 2 podcasts.
Talk about it.
You're very successful. It's called Talk About It with Franjaz, by the way. Tune in.
an interview with franchise,
Interview with
thank you.
Franjaz.
a lot of
Yes.
franchise.
Yes. So Franjaz you're a young guy, relatively fit. You're relatively
you.
handsome. You're a good looking dude. You can get a catch. You're
Thank you.
easily accessible because you have 2,000 subscribers. Make it 3.
Thank you.
Make it 3. And you have all this. So what if a woman feels the same way that you felt, that you said it? That like it is hard. I agree with
Yeah.
you. But you got to look at things. You got to play devil's advocate.
What about the woman? What was the question?
Like it seems like, yo, you go out. People, what if people recognize you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I see you outside. I'm like, yo, Franjaz, what's up?
Yeah.
Let's say I got a female friend. I'm like, yo, I put her onto your podcast. She's like, oh my God, Franjaz. You know, she's gonna be like, oh my God, Franjaz, talk about it. Da un besito, and your girl's there. You're like, oh, you're not gonna.
Well,
You're not gonna react.
those are the key words. My girl's there, which doesn't exist.
You know what I mean?
So it's different for him.
It's
You mean if I was in a relationship,
hypothetically speaking, you're with
that
a person
has to be okay with that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what
Same
I'm saying.
with that's what she's saying.
Yeah, that person has to be okay with
Same
that.
on that.
If they're not okay with that, it's not ever going to work.
And even the access thing. So are you guys? Let's be specific about the access word, right? Are y'all talking about sexual access or just access? Because people have access to me because I work with them, but it's not like I'm fucking engaging in sexual things with them.
There's levels. It doesn't have to be sexual. It doesn't have to be sexual.
So no, I'm saying let's just define what the access means. Is it just knowing a lot of people? Is it just the sexual access? Like I said, what is it?
Social
Or is it
media
both?
to me is
Social media,
access.
yeah.
Social
You're
media
getting all
to
these
me is
DMs. You're
access.
responding
Social media is definitely access.
because you know you have your podcast. You're responding because you're engaging with your crowd, and you never know who could be a potential listener.
Networking.
Right. So it's like some
and
guys
all men want to fuck.
Right.
So it's
all men
scary.
wanna fuck.
It's
So
scary.
some of them might
That's
think,
the
"Oh, she's
scary
replying
part.
to me," and they might make a move. They might do something. You might react very diplomatically, let's say, because you have your podcast. You're not gonna be rude to a potential listener.
Mm-hmm.
He just complimented you, so just compliment. But where can that go?
Yeah, that's the tricky thing about being a woman and like navigating that, because you're right, and I'm not really like delusional. Like, no, they don't. They just want to talk about the No, I'm not fucking delusional.
We don't want to talk about the podcast.
So it's like I have to keep. I think about that, and I keep things very dry and like direct to
As
the
you
point.
should.
Business.
But like with the girls, I'm like, yes, bitch. Oh my god, hey, boo. With the girls, I'm super like
You're
friendly.
able to build rapport more
Yeah.
with the girls.
It could happen with us.
With the guys, no, because I don't want it to be like, oh, look how Natalie. No, I'm not talking.
You don't want it to be
way.
misconstrued
Right.
as something else.
You're like, thank you. And Natalie, that was such a great podcast. She's like, yeah, thanks, whatever.
I'm
Actually,
like,
shit.
oh, thank you so much. You know, prayer hands.
Would you
Prayer
would you
hands.
do it?
The prayer hands are like a
Let's
sign.
ask him.
The prayer hands are a sign that she doesn't want anything with
Prayer
you guys. So
hands.
stop,
Go away.
stop DMing
This
Natalie.
means go
What's up?
away.
Yeah.
Would you
Go away.
would you date a girl and try to take her serious if she's like out in the media like that?
Found another writer.
Oh, that's rough.
Mm.
Because I've been approached, even though it's with women, I write a lot of romantic stuff. So some things are like sexual or whatever the case is. So sometimes women are like, who consistently read and they kind of try it. And I'm just kind of like, oh, thank you so much. I react exactly like Natalie.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, aside from the fact that I'm already affectionate, we've spoken about this, maybe I'm too nice. They're also like, oh my God, like they're reading these words. So like which I appreciate for sure, but sometimes they take it a little too personal. So like I related to this so much, and then it's like, oh my God, these words. So I'm like, thank you so much. I try to give people as much attention as I can because I appreciate every single person that reads my work or shares it or whatever the case. But sometimes it gets misconstrued, and they're kind of like, maybe I got a chance. Maybe let me try to get a little flirty.
Okay, so if you found the writer girl,
if I found the writer girl,
and she's just as popping, and guys do the same thing. Oh my God, I love your words.
She's more popping than you. She's doing signings.
I wouldn't mind, but what Francesca said earlier, it comes to the point of trust. We're not gonna be dummies because I can sense the three of us at least have males, I guess, have experienced enough things to kind of like pick up and be like, be hesitant to certain things or be aware of certain things. So it's definitely a point of, it definitely has to be a lot of conversations. Are you going to intrigue me at first? Of course. Not only are you attractive to me, obviously, but then you're writing. We share something so deep in common. So of course you're going to attract me, but there's a lot of conversations that have to be had. And then you decide whether you want to put your trust in that person, which is the reason why we're both not actively dating.
But will you trust that person if everything? Because of course, when you meet somebody, they're perfect. They're going to tell you all the perfect answers.
Dude.
But do you trust that person since the world has access to them and they're constantly in the public all day, every day?
If you're even thinking of getting involved with someone to whatever degree, you have to trust them. That's the scary part. Because if you're going to start off,
so you can. That's the answer. You can't trust somebody doing that.
Because I have to if I want to get involved with them.
All right.
You can't not. Is it difficult? Of course. But if you're going to be involved with somebody, then you can't start off by saying, oh, they have a lot of, I can't trust them. Don't be with that person. You shouldn't be with anybody if you think that way.
Yeah.
Granted, somebody who doesn't even seem trustworthy from jump is probably not going to attract my attention.
Going back to what you were saying about, again, what I want to say is, what makes a female think you deserve this guy?
That's a very good question.
Like, I'm all for, this is what we want. We deserve this, but why do you deserve it?
I think people in general really think that like, oh, maybe I've been through so much pain and suffering, or maybe I've had bad exes and I've been good, so I deserve this. Because you're good doesn't even necessarily mean you deserve it. Have you put in the work to become the person who is prepared for what you're asking for?
That's what I'm saying. Like, we want these demands met, but why? What makes you deserve that?
Usually when women look good, they think they deserve
happens
the aim
Pretty
there.
privilege.
Yeah.
That's the other side of pretty privilege that people don't talk about.
the man is looking for the good looking woman. So that is value that the woman brings. And she thinks that's enough sometimes. Which
Value.
sadly in 2023, when there's equality, it ain't enough.
True.
You
Even
gotta
accessibility, we were talking about accessibility. Even accessibility isn't enough. It's just a factor that we admire. But it's like people think, oh, let's say a woman, for example, oh, I'm pretty and I haven't been with many people, so I deserve a good guy. That's not necessarily the only points that you need. Like it's like
those aren't the only things that speak
Right.
to your character.
How do you think?
Right.
How do you carry yourself? How is your heart, which is a very big one, is an important
Absolutely.
one for me. So it's like, are we even compatible? Because you might be great, you might be good, and I might be the A guy you want, but are we compatible? Do our goals and life plans and even interests align to
This
some
is
degree?
the mature way of dating, but in reality, nobody dates this way.
I agree.
It's all how somebody looks first.
So
and then
fucked.
hopefully this good looking person that has interest in me, hopefully they're amazing. And then when we find out they're not amazing, we're too deep into it, we're fucking already. Now we're trying to create the perfect person and try to mold them, and then that don't happen, and now you're too late and you're fucking years in and blah, 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 blah.
FranchesFucking.com. Do I need to say more?
You
I've
should
been
write
telling you
little
guys.
blog posts about this.
I've been telling you guys all episode.
well,
No, that's good.
I agree 100%, bro.
Yeah.
And then we're calling this we become Delulu,
Yeah.
and we do it to. I think we do it to ourselves a lot. A lot of times we break
we
our
all
own
do it
hearts.
to ourselves.
We
men
break
and
our own
women.
hearts. I think.
You
Definitely.
set
Feelings.
false expectations.
Because they are.
And people thrive off of that. I don't know why. Like, why are you writing a whole fairy tale for yourself? How are you writing your ending so
Just
fast?
at me next time.
How are you writing you're making this whole fairy tale like this is how it's going to play out, and then when it doesn't turn out to what you wanted it to be, you're heartbroken, but because we're setting false expectations, you
True.
just got to ride things out and let's see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, unfortunately, too, you love blindly, which is as beautiful of a thing as it is. It's also like a dagger to your heart, man. Because it's like you shut your eyes to all of the bad, but you just romanticize all of the potential or the good. And been a victim of it, and it sucks so bad. Don't do it.
Yeah. And just stop fucking. Like Frank
Stop
just
fucking,
said.
friend. Dude,
Stop
he's onto something.
fucking.
I'm not. I, like 9 out of 10 things he says, I'll listen. That's the 10th. I'm not. Unfortunately, but I'll try to reduce my fucking
You can
and selectively
that's
fuck.
good. Selectively be
Selective
intentional.
fucking.
Yes, intentional fucking.
Reduce
Absolutely.
and selective. I
We're doing
like it.
select-
Yes, exactly. All right. So to lighten the mood a little bit, I wanted to talk about. Okay, so Christmas is coming, like we said, and I'm sure. I mean, have you guys started your Christmas shopping? Let's
I
start there.
did not. I'm
I'm
so
a
mad.
procrastinator.
Oh man, I usually wait till like the week of
I Christmas shop on Christmas. No, I'm kidding.
But where are you guys shopping? You doing online? I'm doing Amazon.
I do
for
Amazon
everything.
a lot of the time.
I'm trying to do Amazon 100%.
Oh yes,
I'm trying.
absolutely. Tasha, how about you?
I'm giving money. I'm not
You
looking for
see?
nothing.
But that's not. Come on.
That's business. That's like
That's lazy
business.
Listen, I have a
Yeah, talk
niece and a
about it.
nephew.
Mm-hmm.
Their thing is Robux.
Oh, honey,
Oh.
who's
Here
this?
you go.
My nephew be like, "Can I get Robux?" I'm like, "What the
Here
fuck
you
is
go.
that?"
They're gonna
Oh.
love you. They're gonna
Roblox
love
money.
you for it.
That's
then.
it.
Okay.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not
'Cause that's their
big
thing.
on.
Okay.
It's also true. I think people try to force something like sentimental, but it's like if it could be a very cute gift. But if the person doesn't give a fuck about it, like at the end of the day, I think it's very also thoughtful when you get somebody something they're
Yeah,
interested
but you
in.
know what? That part of Christmas
Money.
me tiene harta because honestly,
She's got more Spanish since I jumped
no,
on her.
because it pisses me off. Like, okay, so technically, Jesus wasn't even born in December. He was
At
born
all.
in March.
He wasn't.
Right.
About it.
Okay, and it's just because winter solstice is the darkest time of the year during like Christmas time, and like Jesus is the light of the world, so that's why they put it on like that day, which is like okay, cool. But then let it just be about celebrating Jesus, family, love, togetherness. The pressure of buying people shit, and then it's like low key, some people be ungrateful, so you have to
Some
like buy
people,
them.
I think too many.
You know what I mean? And it's like, it makes the holidays a drag, honestly. And I think that's why you see a lot of people with like, Christmas. Like everybody I'm asking, they're not even excited.
It's lost its
They're stressed.
sanctity.
They're fucking stressed. And it's like, it's because of that aspect. Like if we fucking got rid of that shit, it would be a way more enjoyable time.
It's become more materialistic than what it needs to be.
It
I think,
doesn't have to
and
be that.
that's what it is.
More of a business.
Yeah.
That's all it is. No?
Yeah.
I think I appreciate the vibes and the family time the most. That's my favorite thing about it.
That's what it should be about.
And I don't care. I don't want to say I don't care to receive gifts. Like when you give me a gift and I know that you thought about me, that is the most beautiful thing. But I don't mind even if you didn't. I do like giving though. Like when you open that, I'll be looking at you. I'll be like those moms will be like, open it. I like giving you something that is good for you. That, means something to you. And it doesn't have to be something super thoughtful, but it's like your favorite perfume and I got you and you like, nigga, I was running out. And I'm like, girl, I like that feeling and the feeling of closeness and having family. I feel like people who get too materialistic kill that. Like I saw a post and it was like, yo, when a person gives you a $45 gift, even though it may not mean something to you, let's say that person makes $15 an hour. That person worked 3 hours to get you this gift.
Right.
Essentially, and I feel like that's so I always ask for socks as a joke. I'm like, don't give me that. My mom's like, what do you want? Socks.
Well, socks, I mean, you use
them.
them.
I thought about it. They're very useful.
And who really wants to spend their money on socks? Like, that should be bothering me when I have to buy
So if you give me socks,
like,
I appreciate you.
My mom gets me socks and boxers.
But that's good. Like, you're using
every year.
it.
And because of her.
How do you feel about that, though?
It's funny because it's a joke now at Christmas time. Before I open it, I'm like, let me guess.
It's like, Mom.
She laughs, everybody laughs, and it's always the same.
And then whenever she wants to splurge on him, she'd be like, they're Calvin Klein's this time.
Nah,
I know Fruit of the Loom.
It's because you saw me? Come on, get out of my
business. No, I didn't. They're just good.
But yeah, I love it. It's always stuff I need, so,
Okay, so if we're talking about gifts, if you're dating someone, put yourself there. And you start talking around the holiday season, so it's fresh. Are you buying them a Christmas present?
How fresh?
Okay, let's say you started talking let's say October. We'll say October.
Well, now I need that.
Okay.
Now I need that like that. Something like we're here. I'm gonna get you something nice. Well, not like it's not like you're not gonna get them like. You're not gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna get them a watch and shit. But it's like, if you know the person more or less, always likes to smell good.
Maybe like a Sephora gift card if they wear makeup.
Sephora gift card if they wear makeup.
Ideas, fellas.
If you know they like perfumes, you get them a nice little perfume that you think might. It's even better if you notice their scent and you notice kind of what kind of vibe they're on, and you try to get something that perfume that they like.
Oh, that's thoughtful.
Yeah, or like you see the girl, she's always wearing scarves, and get her a nice scarf that kind of matches her style. If you pay attention, you can get her anything that's not anything crazy.
Yeah, we're in New York. We don't wear scarves that long.
Girls, women do wear scarves.
You notice she wears scarves a lot.
Yeah, no, women do though.
But yeah, it's where the relationship is. But definitely a small gift.
Yeah.
What's a small gift to you?
I think a gift, no matter what. But like he said, a small perfume that is thoughtful.
Or something that's not because you don't want to come up too
strong.
One, yeah,
the small one.
You could come. He said 3.3 floor ounces. If you don't get anything higher than that,
wow, the specific.
And you can take them on a plane. You can take them on a plane.
I was about to say the one that could go through TSA.
If anything bigger, don't. No, but
that's a decent little gift.
I would appreciate that gift.
It's just you also don't want to come in too strong because if I start talking to you like by Halloween and by December, you get me like a, $800,000 watch. I'm gonna be like, okay, like I got you this Coach wallet.
$800,000.
Yeah,
because those watches are like watches are expensive.
Who's dating you for 2 months and buying you $800,000 watch?
Did give me a watch like that. It was my mother, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Oh, but that's your mom.
She tried to scratch the tag off with a pen, but with pens you see it. I'm like, Mom, why did you do this? And she's like, no, because I just wanted you to. And I'm like,
800,000?
No, 800 to 1,000. That's what I said.
I thought you said 800,000.
Bro,
that's why we all did.
No, 800 to 1,000. I get it. I get it.
No,
800 is a lot.
It's an expensive watch, right?
That's a lot.
Yeah. Like
some girls beat.
Yeah.
Like, some girls do the most. Like,
a couple
Does
months
that
in.
turn you off though?
That's a red flag.
Absolutely.
Oh, let's talk about
2
it.
months in, $800 2 months in.
Wait, explain.
What happened
that's
to
a lot.
you?
That's very intense.
Tell me about your life.
Yeah.
Tell me about your childhood. Tell me about your father.
What do you want to do with me?
Wait, why? Like,
Tell me what happened to your father. Tell me about the relationship between you and your father.
Straight up.
No, I'm very
At this age.
Straight up. Let's walk them through it. October, let's throw 15th in there. I don't know, because it's the middle of the month. October 15th, we're starting to get talking, whatever. I don't know how soon you guys have sex, however it is, no judgment. But let's say you do. Like, I'm assuming 2 weeks to a month, you guys are fucking right this day and age. Because except for franchise, he's not doing it. So
disgusting.
Let's say now we're in November. We're just really getting started. Like, what is your favorite color? What are you allergic to? What do you eat? Do you have any toxic exes that might want to kill me?
Right.
So we're still trying to get that, that around. we're reaching November. You're not coming to Thanksgiving from my mom's house. Maybe you might. I don't know. Or maybe you might stop by. I'll get you a to-go plate. I don't know. But we're there. Christmas is a month away. What are you really getting? Like, what are you doing for me? I respect your money and your hard work, time, or whatever the case is. Let's not do too much, because then I definitely see that I'm like a bad out there. Are you just a giving person, or what are you trying to do with me? Are you already there where you're like, this is my boyfriend, we're deep in? How deep can we be with a month and a half?
Okay.
2 months maybe.
Okay.
You know, so it's like, I think everything within its time. People have their different timing, of course. If you both feel like you're there, that's different. Me and Francesca are not telling you guys to not do what you feel.
And what if you both, like, what if, like, let's say she's the one who's the gift giver. She likes giving gifts, but you like receiving gifts. And it's like, fuck, it's normal to you.
True. But then there may be points where we feel kind of forced to give a gift of that same level.
I can see that.
To be cool. Or we might be like, I thought, like, to my understanding and whatever conversations we have, we're not necessarily there.
Right.
However, there are also some people who don't give a fuck, and they're like, "Ooh, she got me this," and that's other boys like, "Peep." Like, I can never be one of those dudes. I don't see either one of you as one of those dudes. But I think there's levels to it, and it all depends on where you are mentally and where you both are in whatever situation.
Do you have anything you would like to add?
Not really. I think that's pretty much it.
I felt like you wanted to say something.
No, because I'm like, an $800 watch in 2 months.
It was an example. It was I went to the extreme.
That's a little crazy. But at that point, if a female was to do that for you, would you respect her?
Of course, that doesn't change my respect for you.
Why not?
But I definitely question you.
Why not?
Because I don't necessarily.
What does it mean about her?
It might tell me clingy. Okay. It might tell me moves too fast. It might tell me not cautious, I guess. But I wouldn't disrespect her.
And do you automatically think, oh, she's done this before?
I definitely automatically think she's done this before. She's done this before. I'm the magical guy, and she's like, this is the guy.
Right.
Very rare. Right. Does it happen? Sure, but
it also says she's materialistic. Also,
because they might like expensive things, so they think this is not a big deal. Like, I get worse from me.
I have to get him this, and he's gonna one up me.
Right. Or I like this for myself. So yeah.
What's up?
I think I have to give him this to make him love me.
Also,
that's
he might be like, ooh, this is nice.
There's two ways. Originally, that's how I thought of it, but the other way too. The other way too.
I will tell you right now.
She set the standard of what the how expensive this relationship is going to be.
Yeah,
maybe she's expecting it back. Right. She's expecting it back, but you're right. She is trying very hard to keep him. 100%.
She's like, this is what I'm showing you. So at that point, you're trying to buy me to some degree.
Exactly. All of those
are good. Now, granted, there's a small, thin area in where she could just be very giving and have a certain style and think that something will look good in you. But for the most part, I can collectively say we're probably thinking that.
Nah, she's keeping you. She's trying to keep you.
Trying. Crazy.
What do I think?
She's got nothing.
No, honestly, I'm gonna say something completely random. I suck at giving gifts. I am not good at it. I am very much the person who's like, tell me what the fuck you want and I'll get it for you. But no,
That's
if we just
fun,
started,
man.
I know I suck at giving gifts. I'm better with like doing little things for you that I know you like. And
That's
like
cute.
just like quality time, like being affectionate, like I can do that. But like actually thinking of like what you would like, even if I ask. And I feel like men aren't that forthcoming with what they like either. Y'all be like, oh, get me whatever. Oh, I don't really like y'all mad. Y'all dumb it down so much. And it's like, no, but like, what would you need? What would be of interest? Like, say something. Girls, we're like more expressive in that way. Like,
we are.
I love this. Oh my God, babe, isn't this cute? Oh my God, this dress. Like, we show you. So, like, more or less, you kind of have an idea. Or you'll see us like, okay, I like lipstick. I wear lipstick a lot. So, like, my partner would see that. And they can pick up on that. But men are just so, like... Or are we not just paying attention enough?
You're not paying attention
men do suck, but...
men suck.
Men do suck.
Men do suck, and they don't pick up on a lot of things, and they don't care about those things. But what I do is, when I'm in a relationship,
Back in the day.
I keep I keep the sizes.
Me too. Wow.
Shoe sizes and all that, like in a note, so I don't forget it.
Fucking romantic.
Oh, that's a good tip.
You know, and it's just in case I come across something that looks like something they would wear or something.
That is a very romantic gesture, by the way.
And it's just,
that's smart.
I think gift giving is about just thinking about what the person will use, not what they might use this or, I wonder how they're going to react to this. Not something you know they will. You can get this guy any sweater and he'll wear it.
For sure.
I see it.
Yeah.
And you guys kind of match.
Yeah, thanks. We're trying.
Yeah, do match.
We're trying here. I got hookah flavor on my pants.
A little bit.
Oh, yeah. Black, blue, grayish. Yeah.
Fuck with that.
Crazy,
That is
yeah,
very
it's
true.
a contrast.
I might ask the gentleman here, I guess. Have you ever gotten something from a woman that you didn't think you need or like, but after they get it for
I
you,
feel
you're
like
like,
they're
oh,
gonna say all the time.
I like this and I
okay.
fuck with this. Like, I've gotten gifts like that where I wouldn't think of the gift, but then when I get it, I'm like, oh shit, this is useful, or I like this, or whatever the case is. Have you ever gotten gifts like that? Yeah.
I can't really say anything was amazing.
No, not
maybe a
necessarily amazing, but
cologne.
you're like, damn.
A cologne.
Maybe a cologne.
Yeah.
Because I used to not be into cologne.
I love colognes, bro.
Ah,
You know?
yeah.
Maybe
you
something
got
like
into it
that. Maybe
afterwards.
something like that, yeah.
You wear cologne now?
I do. Yeah.
You see, and that's because we're more difficult to not difficult. We're actually we try to be more simple, which makes it more difficult for them.
Yes, OD too.
But if you guys pay attention, like
I was gonna say that.
there's
Yeah,
some things,
are we
there's
not
some
paying
things that,
attention?
like literally based off of the short time I've hanging out with these two, if like we do a Secret Santa, I get one of them. I know what to get them. Like at least, or I think that I'm like maybe they're like.
Wait,
this.
what would you gotta say it?
Well, Ant is very much into his tech. He's into this podcasting. He likes anime. So right there, I have you can also something that's safe. I think cologne. If you use it or not, you'll start to use it. Look at how
another
French
man
is, right?
cologne. Is that weird?
No, not at all. I don't think so. If like y'all tight like that, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so. If there's a Secret Santa, you get it. I don't think so.
Is that
I don't
weird?
think, I don't
I
think,
got you a cologne.
If it smells good,
right. I
guess
don't think
it's
anybody's
okay.
gonna be like, dude,
Okay.
no.
No, I know.
I'm not big into
I
cologne.
don't know. I see cologne.
So
I love perfume, so I take that very
Right, but imagine
personal.
I get you one and you
I
really
love
like
I
it.
love perfume.
if I like
You
it,
didn't
then
know
it's
about
cool.
it.
It's
And I'm
cool,
like, you know
yeah.
what, Francis, I think this scent like the pega.
Mhm.
And you using it, you're like, damn, this shit is good. And you're like, and you start consistently using it. Now you're like, damn, Angel put me on to this cologne. Like that's a dope
In that
thing
sense,
to do.
it's cool.
Yeah,
In
that's
that
a
sense,
dope
it's
thing, of
cool.
course. Because I want to get you something that you don't like or that I don't have an idea of. Like it's like
You know, I don't have a lot of friends that are like that. that give me gifts and shit.
Yeah. Like you read.
So it's just
A book.
weird in general,
Mhm.
but that's a thoughtful situation.
So has anybody gotten you a gift that you were like, yo, you don't know me? Like
Absolutely,
I would never fucking
Oh,
use this. I don't
man.
even like
Absolutely.
this.
My sister and my brother.
Mm.
Till this day, my brother gets me graphic T-shirts. I used to wear them in high school.
Right, you don't wear that anymore.
Till this day, he
Like
gets me
Ed Hardy?
like an Eminem T-shirt.
Yeah.
Eminem.
Is he trying to
literally.
make a joke because you're blonde?
No,
What, Slim
no.
Shady? No,
No,
I know.
I've always been an Eminem fan. But
Same. Hey,
yo, like, like these stupid graphic T-shirts still, and I'm like,
they're
How do
not-
you react?
Same
I tell him like, you know, I don't dress like this no more. I say like a joke because I'm
Oh,
always
right.
in a blank black
Francis be trying to be
T-shirt
nice and
now.
like, bro,
I'm like, you know, I don't.
7 years straight. What's wrong?
And his response is always like, yo, but look, it's Eminem
He probably
though.
like this shirt.
And I'm like, yo, it is dope. So I
Right,
keep
right,
it.
right,
It is a
of
dope
course.
T-shirt, but I'm probably never gonna wear it.
But
So,
why
so they
not? You
push
could wear
me.
them and I'm like,
I just don't dress like that.
You should wear it.
Yeah,
on an episode.
I guess I
Like,
should.
fuck
Next
it.
episode
I just
we
don't
record,
dress that
I
way.
want him in that Eminem shirt.
Yeah, because you know what? That could be like another little. I mean, I don't know if you want to add that to like your like persona on your thing, but like another element to your personality.
I hope he doesn't watch this. I also donated a lot of my clothes, so I don't even know.
Oh, shit. If he
your
gives you
friend
one
is
that
his
you don't
brother.
like, I would wear it. Pass it on. I would wear it.
Yeah. How about you guys? Have you ever received gifts from men that you don't?
Yeah, like I've gotten like certain like jewelry that I don't wear. Like I would never wear it. Like I don't really wear silver jewelry like that. So like stuff like that.
See, I noticed.
Even like he got me like a figurine. I didn't even know what it was, and it's like, why did you give me this? And like I didn't know what the fuck to do with it.
He's
It didn't
currently
even go
watching
with the
this episode and he's
support.
like, all right.
He would never watch this episode. But
All
yeah,
right.
like I don't know, random shit.
Watch
Random
this.
shit.
Watch this.
Watch this
episode.
one, bro.
This episode's gonna pop. Everybody
but
gonna
I
watch
He
feel
gonna
it.
be crying. He gonna be like, I bought that with mad love, bitch.
Because
No?
it's like what you said. It's like if you're not gonna use it, like I think I appreciate the useful gifts.
Yeah.
Stuff
Right.
that I'm actually gonna use.
Buy people gifts to their liking or
Right.
try your
Straight
best.
up.
Tasha.
Right. Yeah. How about you? You got a bad gift from someone, and does it turn you
I
off?
can't think of a bad gift.
Okay.
I just got a Dyson blower for my birthday.
Oh,
I'm
that's a
hype
good
about
gift.
that. That was a great gift.
You got a what?
The
Like
Dyson,
Dyson
over
blower.
hair thing.
Oh, it's
Dry the hair. Yeah.
Um,
It's like a Dyson what?
You should have won.
A vacuum? Like what are you talking
I
about?
thought it was a vacuum
You
too.
know
Something. I'm like,
That's the thing though. As you get older, don't you appreciate
You
like
become
appliances? I got a
techie.
coffee machine from my dad. I was so happy.
that air fryer, the things I'm just throwing everything
my
in that
air
bitch. I'm like,
fryer.
age brings techiness. You just appreciate appliances
simplicity and
and
comfort.
Yeah, a nice
just different.
vacuum.
right.
Like you're set.
Oh yeah.
You're an adult. All right. So now let's stick to the topic of dating someone. Okay. For the single people, sorry. If you're dating someone and they accomplished a big goal and you found out via social media and they never told you, would you feel some type of way? Or is you feeling some type of way about them not telling you, making things about you?
50-50.
Yeah, it's pretty much a little bit of
Definitely
both.
50-50.
It depends how that person
I
is
feel like
really
it's all the
feeling
first
about
thing.
it.
Of
That
course you do,
person,
Natalie.
that person might not be on the same page as you think
True.
you are on with them.
Right.
They don't really hold you to like someone they can just go and tell like you're not there with them.
You're not there.
And that's
yet.
hurtful.
And
That
you're
is
thinking,
very
yeah.
hurtful. That you are there with them.
Yeah.
Talk to me, Natalie. What do you?
You better tell me
I'm
first.
scarred. No,
Yeah.
that's never really. I don't know. I've never had that.
I don't feel like you better tell me first, but it's like if we're dating and we have a certain relationship, we talk on a day to day. It's something important to you. I want to know about
But
it.
it also depends. Like, let's say, all right, now we're gonna get into like the technicalities of it, and I know we all do this, so be real. When someone posts it, don't you look at the time? How long ago?
Of course.
And
So
when they
like,
told
if
you,
it was like 5 hours ago,
yo, tú eres tóxica.
5 hours, and we like I'm dating you. We're together. 5 hours is crazy. Now if it was like 5 minutes,
The
10
Dominican in you
minutes,
is showing.
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? Am I bugging?
You're not bugging.
Thank you.
You're not
Fuck
bugging, bro.
outta here.
The point of social media is you're showing the world this, and it's all time stamped and everything. That
So
shit,
the world
that shit
matters
can
more to
hold
you
up
than
in
me.
court. That shit can hold up in court. It's legit. So
Hold up in court is crazy.
yo,
bro.
part of being in a
I
relationship,
agree,
it
though, I
comes
agree.
with all the drama, all the timestamps, everything.
And you got to be ready for it.
You gotta be ready.
gotta
Yo,
be ready.
Every
Clips
fucking
loaded.
episode we have,
Clips
I agree
loaded.
more with him, bro. I don't want to.
But he's right, because this is my thing, and I wanted to talk about this earlier. So I'm glad you brought this up. Social media, people, as
Love
much
it.
as they like to say, "Oh, it's not that serious. I have a life outside of social media," it's like that may be true, but if you think about how much we actually consume shit on our phones, it's more part of your life than you're making it. Than you're realizing.
100%.
I will go home some days, and it's like I'll come home and I'll sit down on the couch and I'll say, "Well, let me just check Instagram real quick." Before I know it, it's like 2-3 hours later, my code is still on.
El diablo.
I'm still sitting on the couch, and I haven't done shit, and that's
2
happened.
to 3 hours.
That's happened.
Shorty said it's hot
I
in here.
had a friend tell
Guess
me.
I gotta turn on the heat.
I had a friend tell me that she was laying in bed, and she went on TikTok, and before she knew it, 6 hours had passed.
El diablo.
6 hours had passed, and
Yo,
she was
6
just
hours?
going through TikTok.
Shorty did a whole shift at TikTok.
That happens.
That
Send her a
happened.
check.
So you're not gonna sit here and tell her it's not that serious.
No,
We
no,
are
yeah.
addicted, and so
Very
it's
much
now
so.
that I have to consciously tell myself, DND, put your phone down, move
Yeah.
around, do something. I think
6
even
hours,
6
though?
hours.
God damn.
You stuck. 6 hours, bro. Like it's
Yo.
crazy.
I have a question in regards to this. Have any of you ever lived with a partner?
Yes.
Yes. No.
Yes.
Okay.
Like sleepovers.
Oh, so
yeah,
you
but
two,
not-
yeah.
Yo,
No, so
lived.
nigga lived.
Yeah,
Like-
no, live, no.
So,
Live is
2
no.
years is in a no. Okay,
we're
so
friends. We never lived together.
That just makes me feel like I've never accomplished anything in life. It's 5 days straight. We slept over. Fuck you. So, question to you two,
Talk
and then
about
me
it.
and that, then we'll answer, I guess.
Yeah.
How do you feel living with a person? Because things change. You live with them, you see them more often, so you're kind of like they might be able to do whatever they want for a second. But imagine a person coming in with their coat on for 3 hours.
Yo.
Let's not say what they're going on,
It's-
but let's be
it's-
realistic. To spend
yeah.
how long would it bother you? How long if they what kind of time frame would bother you if they spend that time
That
frame
is such a good question.
in Instagram or on TikTok?
The opposite. If my girl did that, I would be happy.
Because you get to do whatever the fuck you
She
want.
wasn't talking to me for those 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
And that's
no,
why
but that he has a
answer-
point.
But then maybe you shouldn't be with her.
I don't like people that much. Where I just don't want to
You
I
talk
love-
about
I
it.
just like-
You're
I
in a
just like to
relationship,
talk,
bro.
I love being home alone. So when someone walks in and I'm like in peace and quiet, and then he starts talking to me, I'm like,
He's a barbarian. He's like, I just want to sleep with you, fuck you, and that's
He's
it.
a
We're good.
hermit.
How was your
Wow.
day?
He's a
Let's get-
hermit. Like,
No, and I feel that because I like my alone time too. Adjusting is difficult. How about you?
I think for girl. Oh wait, go. You go first.
Single people don't. Oh, you're not.
The
single,
thing
no,
with me is you do your thing, I'm gonna do mine. I'm not big on let's talk about our day. How was your day?
No, I'm on TikTok.
I'm
on
gonna get
Instagram.
lost on TikTok too.
But then that becomes like what is that really? Look, friends, he's disappointed.
Yo,
You got-
you said how long am I okay
Yeah.
with her laying on the couch? 5 seconds. Like, put the shit down. We're home.
That's
Let's
how
get to
I feel
reality.
too
We're humans.
when I'm with somebody.
Yeah.
If I'm home
Yo,
alone, I don't
put
care.
your phone
Now,
down.
Pete, because we have that insight, but imagine living with a person, you have a lot more time together, so you may have more layaway. Like you might be like, okay, do your thing. I'm not telling you I don't have a time frame, but when I feel like, yo, damn, I got home, I showered,
Right.
we might have eaten, but then you go right back to the phone. Maybe I game or maybe I'm doing whatever. Maybe I'm writing whatever. But damn, like I feel like you don't let your phone go. That's an issue because I want that connection. Now you don't have to be on me. I promise. You need. I'm a lot like Ant in that sense where I need my time. I need my alone time, and you have to do you. I believe in individuality, but it's like, yo, if you're on your phone so much, it's like damn. And then we're over here sitting across from each other. Maybe we're both on our phones. You're sending me memes. And I'm like, that's cool. That's cool. That's cute. But it's like, how long? Like, I want to talk. I want to interact.
It's a turn off to me. That's why I say 5 seconds.
I agree.
If somebody's addicted to the phone, I don't really want to be around them. Honestly, even if it's a male friend.
I could agree with that.
I tell my male friends all the time, yo, please just put the phone down. Let's just be in the moment. Let's just
I definitely agree with that.
Because when you're addicted, you're on it even no matter who's around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, why am I chilling with you right now?
Yeah, you have to, like I said, you have to consciously
You could have been doing this at home and then you suddenly at home. Yeah.
There's times I put down my phone and I'm still looking across at this person and they're engaging in conversation the best that they can, but it's like, put your phone down.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you. Put your phone down.
People are there, man. The people that you're there, it's much more entertaining. And there's a time for everything, bro.
Especially when people are driving. You ever the passenger?
Don't use your phone.
You ever the passenger when somebody's
I don't do that.
So fuck my life.
Like,
fuck
yo,
me.
Right.
I need to stop doing that.
Like, yo, just put it down.
Look at that.
I'm gonna be honest. I be
We
doing
all
that.
do it.
This
but do
podcast
it
is
less.
Especially like, don't let a
accountability.
new episode come out on a Monday morning. I'm like, all right, let me post this, caption this, hashtag that. I'll be on the end.
So just so you get some insight, she risks her life.
No, I'm gonna
for
stop
you people.
tomorrow. After this episode, I am going to be conscious.
We're gonna hold her
stop
accountable
the car
to it.
and do all of that.
Yeah,
Don't
Tasha,
do
tell
it while
her.
you're driving.
No, you're right. No, I'm not even gonna do it.
Stop the car.
I'm gonna be present for my morning ride
Yo, you
and for the walk into the
have
building.
such a guilty
I'm gonna
face.
be-
I know that you're being honest.
I'm gonna be accountable.
She's like, I'm gonna do it.
No, I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do
It's
it.
gonna be hard, but I'm gonna do it. All right, but we didn't answer the second part of the question.
Talk about it.
So, if you're feeling some type of way about them not telling you, are you making things about you? So let's answer that part. Are we making it about
To
ourselves?
some degree, of course. To some degree. Like she's
Because I didn't agree with that part. That's why you guys can weigh
to
in.
some degree.
Because y'all all said that it's a little bit of both.
Well, if it's something personal in their life and they're posting about it, then yeah, you guys are personal. You guys aren't social media.
Mhm.
So in your personal life, if we're clicking, we're talking daily. If we're talking even daily, yeah, that is
Which
weird.
you should be probably, no?
If you are, then
Yeah.
that's
Right.
that's definitely weird.
I feel like if it's something important to you, and I get a lot of heat when I say this sometimes. The person you're dating should be, obviously, family is on a different level, but they should be the most important person in your life because you're trying to date. Even if you're spending time and your space and you're intimate with this person, they should hold a hefty, important place in your life. So if these are life goals or these are traumas or these are something that you're achieving, and I'm not like a priority to know about it, it's definitely gonna make me feel away.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's in those little talks that you kind of continue like building the
Mm-hmm.
relationship. Because now you're getting this person invested into your daily life. So it's like, that's a big, like you said, that's a big deal. So yeah.
We're talking like a graduation.
Huh?
No,
No,
I'll give you.
You got a new job, you got a promotion.
Imagine they post themselves walking the
That's
stage.
crazy.
And you're
It's like, yo, you couldn't tell me you had
June
graduation.
17th,
today?
you didn't even tell me, bitch. So
Like, yo, I just met you a month ago.
imagine
man.
like, oh, I'm trying to get my license. You're actively talking to this person. Like you all drive, right?
I'm with my
And you're
family.
Like,
Talk
yeah,
to you
babe,
later.
You're giving Shorty tips on how to get her license, and you're talking about it. And she's stressed about the test, and you're like, yeah, go. You got this. You're providing emotional support, and then you're at work. 5 hours later, you found out that she posts her like grade or whatever that she passed. She got her license. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, I thought
Yeah.
I thought
No,
that
you
I
better
should
tell
be
me
the first to
first.
know. Yeah.
You better tell me
Okay,
first.
but like, what if you're a girl who doesn't feel like the guy would care?
Try
Like
it anyway.
maybe I'm just being, maybe this is like too, like extra, like I shouldn't do this.
Two
You might not
failures
wanna hear
there.
this.
There are two failures. One, what are you doing as a man to make her feel like you don't care about anything important in her life? And two, why don't you still give him the chance to even prove to you that he may care?
That's true.
So it's like you have to do it because like what we spoke about with the trust. It's like you have to go in there trusting this person because you're choosing to deal with this person. How you go fresh into something and you're like, I don't trust this person. What are you doing? You know what I mean? And it's like if you're not like trusting your partner, you're like, oh, I don't think he cares. And you just don't tell him stuff, that's gonna create a bigger strain. The strain was already created because maybe the person made you feel away and made you feel that they don't care, but you're not helping it by being like, oh, he doesn't care, so I'm not going to tell him. So there's this whole world where this person doesn't know. You don't even give him the chance to show you that he may care. And as a man, then you have to show that you care.
Yeah.
But there's always opportunity for growth. So there's always opportunity to show for the male to show you that he cares. And you never know. There might be a guy who is difficult at expressing himself. Maybe he's working on it for you, however much he's working on it. You don't know. And maybe you not telling him might make him feel away, but he might be like, damn, maybe I would have been there for her. Maybe I would have celebrated her.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So if we're talking about caring, is there someone special in your life now that you are going to get a nice gift for?
Why are you looking at me that way?
What? No, I'm just asking in general. Like any gift ideas? Are you already like planning? Like
I don't have
special
any
gifts?
ideas. I haven't started shopping. Nah, I
Nothing.
got nothing.
I bought one thing
That's
for
good.
my significant other, and it was from reading in between the line. Because going back to what you're saying, you don't know what to get a guy. Like they never say like, oh, I want this, I want that, but it comes to a sense where you have to pay attention.
Yes. pay
They'll talk
attention.
about little
Mhm.
things that like, oh, I like this, and they'll say it eons ago, but you just got to remember, like, I remember him saying he
We
wanted this.
appreciate you from all the men.
Right. Shout out to you.
Shout out
For
to you.
real.
Appreciate
And I
I'm
did
learning
that.
stuff.
And I
That's
did
rare.
that.
I'm not there.
I did that. And I got him something that he said long time ago that he wanted. And I was
Oh,
like,
that's gonna
let me
be
get
nice when he opens it.
That's awesome.
yeah, yeah.
Yo, you don't know the feeling we get sometimes when you get some shit like that. And we're telling the dude, be like, yo, Frances, my girl got me this 1 terabyte hard drive, bro. You know the
Samsung?
shit I'm gonna do with it. He's like, yo, that's dope. And I'm like,
No, that's fine.
maybe you might not show this. You're like, oh, thanks, babe. But I'm telling Frances, I'm like, yo, bro, check this shit out. Like,
But
you
why
know,
not show her
We might, but
how
we might
excited you
We
are?
might not
He'll
be
be
like,
more
We might not be
excited.
like giddy, right? Like Frances knows what the fuck 1 terabyte is. You just picked up on like you.
I'm
which
just
is-
gonna
which
say
is
the girl may
appreciated.
not even know
Which
what that
appreciated.
is. She
You're
just
like, I
got
don't know this,
it.
but I know he likes it. So I'm like, baby, thank you so much. I appreciate this. But I'm like, yo, Frances, this shit. Like,
But
I'm
I
hyped to
want
tell
you
her.
to. I want you to give me that reaction.
Then I'll tell you,
I
maybe
want to
I'll tell
see you so
Frances, like-
excited.
Yeah, you gotta
True,
do
true.
it.
That's something we have to do better.
Do
And-
that
and
for the girls.
I try my best. Even when I don't like it, I'll be like,
Girls.
babe, wow.
Babe.
I'm
And I'm gonna
such,
tell Frances, like, yo, my bitch got me this. Y'all
I'm such an animated person. Like when I'm excited, you'll know I'm excited.
Yeah, Tasha B.
You
Tasha's
know
mad
I'm
animated.
excited. I'm so animated. So it's like I want to see that too. Show me
I'm
that.
not gonna lie, I'm that way too. Like you pull up to Christmas with a Macallan, I'm be like, babe.
You are such an
Then I'm
alcoholic.
gonna drink with these fuckers. Look
Like-
at
I'll let you know what that was.
Yeah, my God. We
Look
spoke
at him.
about
See,
it.
look, he's proud.
I'm dead.
We're excited.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to useful gifts. I'm
Useful
gonna
is
go
fine.
by that
Useful is also
rule
accepted.
of thumb, but
Yeah.
I do feel like I should be a little bit more like observant. So
Attentive,
I've learned stuff.
observant,
Yes, I've learned from you
affectionate.
guys. Okay. Anything else? Tell me how you really feel. Fuck.
No.
All right, guys, we are done. How are we feeling? Are we feeling good? Happy?
I feel amazing. This is a great episode.
Yes, I'm so glad you guys came as always.
Thank you.
Guys, I hope if you're out there watching, listening, have a happy, healthy, safe Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
New
Merry
Year.
Christmas.
Do all the things you said you wanted to do. Stop being a bitch and stop
Oh,
making
shit.
excuses for shit.
And talk your
We
shit.
don't got no more excuses for 2024, period.
At all.
All right, we're done. Bye, guys.
Hey, Merry Christmas from the least favorite.
And Happy New Year.
So you can't support something that's positive, something that's uplifting people, empowering people,